Hello, so today is going to be a bit different because I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to be talking to you about fear management. Now, the reason I'm going to be talking to you about fear management today is because one of my followers on YouTube just left a comment saying, can you explain fear management and talk about fear management? So here we go. Hopefully this will help a few of you, give you an insight and maybe and help you to deal with anything in the future that causes fear. Now, fear, we all feel fear. Everyone feels fear. I don't care how big you are, I don't care what you know, I don't care how strong you are, you will feel fear. Now, it's how you deal with that fear that's important, right? You've got that fight or flight situation where the adrenaline builds up and you're either going to stay put and deal with it or you're going to run off, yeah? Now, fear isn't just if someone wants to attack you, you know, we feel anxiety and stress over exams, job interviews, things like that. Again, it's the way you deal with it, the way you have to encompass this fear and make it work for you instead of make it work against you, okay? For example, let me give you an example. If, say I've got a plank of wood, 6 foot long, about that wide, and I just put it on the floor and I said to you, walk across that plank of wood, you would freely just stand there and you'd run across it. It's on the floor, it doesn't matter. You'll be hop, skipping, jumping across that plank of wood. Now, if I got that plank of wood and I put it 50 foot up in the air between 2 buildings, and I said, walk across that plank of wood, I guarantee the style of walking is going to change. You're going to be shaking, you're going to be trembling. So even the simple task of walking becomes a challenge because now the fear is I might fall and kill myself. You know, there's a 50-foot drop. So that's what we're trying to say. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Anything, even simple things like that in a different situation become hard. Now, for example, someone wants to attack you in the street. Someone's squared up to you. They want to fight you. Now, the way I deal with it is I put myself in the martial arts studio, right? I put this person in front of me in the martial arts studio. In my head, I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, sparring partner, we're going to have a little fight now, and it's going to be, you know, we're just sparring in the gym or in the studio. And I'm playing out in my mind. This guy could be effing blinded and everything, but all I'm thinking of is, right, if he throws the jab, I'm going to do this. If he throws a hook, I'm going to do that. I'm playing out every scenario. So then when it does eventually happen, I'm going to deal with it, okay? Now, again, people want to, when they do confront you, the anger, the swearing, the shouting, the body, you know, the tension, and if they're big, they use that as intimidation tactics. A lot of all this shouting and, you know, calling you names and what they're going to do to you, just it goes in one ear and out the other. It's just words. But for them, it's an intimidation tactic that they're using to try and make you scared. So don't even think about things like that. Forget all that. Blank that out. Again, I think sometimes I imagine my teacher there watching me, thinking, oh, my teacher's there watching me. I need to impress him. I can't let my teacher down. Yeah, again, I play out every scenario in mind before it happens, or when it does happen, hopefully, I'm going to deal with it. So I've had, because I'm talking about confrontation like that, it's because I work as a doorman. I've worked as a doorman for many years. Some of you like to call it a bouncer. And I've done close protection. I've looked after VIP people. I stand on a door by myself, right? And I come into contact with this all the time. I've had people want to fight me. I've had weapons pulled out of me. The last incident I had, or one of the last incidents I had, I got attacked with a machete, and I'm still here and I'm still talking about it because I dealt with it. And that's because I didn't let the fear make me crumble. I've worked with groups of guys, other security, like teams, Wing Chun, boxers, top level, this, that, and the other, black sash, black belts. But when it kicks off, they go. I can't see them. They're checking the toilets. Where are they? Because, yeah, in the dojo, in the academy, they're black belt this, and they're good fighters because that's the safe zone. Once you're on the street and someone wants to take your head off, it's a completely different story. So again, going back to the plank of wood scenario, you might know all these techniques and you might be a top level, but when that person is serious and they want to kill you or really hurt you, that goes out of your mind. If you lose your techniques because the fear takes over, the anxiety, the adrenaline takes over, and your legs go like jelly, and again, it's fight or flight. So we need to encompass the fear, put ourselves in a different situation where it's going to work for you, and just deal with the situation, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get hurt, okay? Unless you run away, by all means, fight or flight. If you want to run away, then run, okay? But if you're stuck in a corner, then you need to fight. So again, we use the fear to our advantage. I said again, we all feel fear. You need to encompass it and use it to benefit you and get you out of that sticky situation you're in. I hope that helps. If you have any other questions or anything else you want me to talk about, then please DM, leave a comment, and I'll try my best to explain or talk about it. Thank you very much for listening.